What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Sweet and Sour Show, Season 2, unintentionally. It's been 2 months. We had a long hiatus, and Brian, so much has happened. We had, winter storms. We had all kinds of sports drama.
It's never ending in my sports drama life. Harden's gone.
Last time you said Harden's gone, so you have Deshaun left, and now Deshaun's in the mess.
Deshaun has a little mess going on, but he'll persevere. Hopefully, he's innocent. Maybe not.
We'll figure it out. We're not the lawyers. We'll let it play out. But the winter storm, that was crazy in Houston. So I know we had a 2-month break. We didn't talk about that. Anything happened to you?
Personally, on my end, no. But my family was good for the most part. Lost power for a little bit.
Yeah.
But other than that, we were good. I know you had some pipe issues.
We did. We busted a pipe. I woke up one morning, and then there was no power. It's like, okay, whatever. And I heard some sound, and I'm like, oh, is the power coming back on? We went out to the garage and looked. It was a waterfall, and it was like water coming on down my car, and it was pretty sad. But like going through this is like made me realize how much I cherish showers. Like the little things that you get, just electricity, just being able to shower.
Just like hot water in general.
Just hot water. Like I went to my aunt's house to take a shower, and I was like, oh my God, this feels so good. It's the little things that you cherish. But we're past that. We're in April now, and you know what? It's actually like 60 degrees outside, so I don't understand what's going on. Usually it's hot, no?
But yeah, just getting ready for season 2. You guys might notice there's a little new setup here. You can see the voices with faces.
Voices with faces. All right, so now that we have video, let's do introduction since people just heard our voices before, but not our faces. So
sorry to disappoint everybody, but you can finally match the voice and the face, and yeah,
beautiful face.
Just a regular dude. Do a little bit of producing, creative directing when Michael's not making me his assistant and bossing me around. But
it's fun to boss Brian around.
But yeah, just excited for season 2, and we'll get Michael. What do you do, Michael?
What do I do? Well, I'm Michael. I'm a photographer, videographer here in Houston. I boss Brian around. No, I'm just kidding. I shoot videos. I shoot wedding videos, real estate videos. I shoot everything. Fitness, corporate videos. I did a baby shower yesterday, followed by a fitness competition video. Okay. Yeah, so I got like baby.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. So, and I like to share my experiences with people. It's a community here in Houston, and I like to bring everybody together. And share, like I said always in season 1, right? Like what I say, we all eat.
If Michael eats, everybody eats.
We all eat, everybody eating. So there goes introduction. But I just want to talk about real quick. We did have the 2 months break, and I feel like we both got really busy, and we needed to give ourselves a little bit of time, to take a break.
Little mental reset
because, sometimes when you do so much, you're always working on projects, you're working on videos, you're working on potential, clients. You just get so burnt out, and you just need to give that break to yourself. Even though I feel like this is something that I love doing, this is my passion, I feel like I still had that stress that got onto me because there was so much going on. Remember we were talking about shooting a bunch of spec ads, and I told you, I said, we gotta cancel it. I can't do it. I'm mentally drained. I was editing like 5-6 videos. I was shooting almost every day, and it's just, I like the busy. I asked to be busy, and it came, and I'm happy. But at the same time, it's like I need that break. I can't just, when people ask like, oh, how much do you work? And I'm like, whenever, like, I don't care. Like, I love doing this, so I work whatever. But then it's not really, when you're super busy, you're working every day, it's like, okay, now I need to really tone it down and figure out, how long I want to work, and give myself time to just not do work and just relax.
Yeah, it gets a little like you lose like track of time sometimes. Where like you have a bunch of client meetings, Zoom calls. Like I know we've been on a few Zoom calls. Like, hey, what time is the Zoom call? Oh, 10:30 p.m. Because the people are in California, and you're like, oh my God, like when am I gonna sleep?
Right.
And it's like you're trying to like make everything fit, and just taking a break from the podcast is like, okay, like give us a little bit of extra time just to work.
Yeah.
And just like work on our craft and come back better than ever.
Because sometimes I feel like you need to take time to like do things you enjoy. Yeah. You know, like for future references in March and beginning of April, I'm not booking any weddings on the weekends. I'm gonna book jobs based on the March Madness schedule. So I'm not missing any more Final Fours because I'm at a wedding.
Most people didn't know Michael is a U of H fan, and you can't talk to him during the game. Like, hey, you want to go eat? No, the game is on. Like, oh,
game's
sorry.
on. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I watch the game by myself if no one wants to watch it.
Yeah, I had to watch. I had to support Michael one game. I forgot. I think it was Syracuse game. I was like, oh God.
It was
the highs and lows.
It
But
was.
You know, it was a good season for him.
Yeah.
Next year it'll be better.
Next year it'll be better, and I'm not booking anything next year. so we'll make it there.
Yeah. So March Madness took Michael out a little bit.
Yeah, it's just the little things I wanted to enjoy, but I couldn't because I was booked for work.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like it's important to. It might sound to people like, "Oh, really? You'd rather go watch a game?" Instead?
Which game was it that you were actually shooting in?
Final Four.
I mean, which game was it?
Baylor.
Baylor game.
I mean, it wasn't a game that I would have been happy. I probably would have been like really mad.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I still wanted to watch it to support the team.
Like
I felt like if I watched it, we would have won.
Definitely. You should have just canceled the whole wedding.
I should have. I low-key thought about that, but I'm like, I have integrity. Okay, that someone's getting happily married. I can't let them down like
They're
that.
getting married while you cussing in your head because Baylor's making every shot.
I did. Okay, low-key. I don't know if I should say whatever. I don't care. I had the game in my headphones during the ceremony. They were like, "Will you take blah blah blah?" And I'm just like, "Oh, Sasser for 3, yes." Good thing it wasn't a close game because I definitely would have screamed.
You've been screaming, jumping up and down.
Yeah.
They just thought you were happy for them. Happy for the people getting married.
I guess so. Good thing it wasn't like during the part where they're like, anybody object?
Yeah.
And then like someone shoots a 3. I'm like, no. But yeah. So that's what I mean by like just doing things that you enjoy. You know.
For sure.
So we're working on a documentary in July. I'm gonna hold on to a lot of details. We're not gonna talk about it this episode. We'll talk about it later before it happens, where we're in pre-production stage. But I do want to talk about things that maybe we just don't know. Maybe other people know, but I want to share it anyway.
For sure.
When we're working on this documentary, I have a producer that is helping us, and she mentioned to us about grants, right? Like basically a community of people that will ask for shorts, documentary shorts, and they'll give you grant money to shoot the film, and that's something we don't know about. Did you know about that? Or?
I didn't, but when it was brought up, like, oh, there's an opportunity, like, to pitch the idea, like, and there's people out there willing to put in
to support it,
yeah, to support it, to like help it grow. Like, oh, that's awesome. Like,
yeah, because I feel like either way we're gonna go shoot this documentary, but with this it kind of helps with. Okay, everybody's time is actually getting paid for. Everybody's getting paid for their time, travel, expenses, equipment, into making this production even better than it could be.
Yeah,
right?
take it to a different level.
Yeah,
for sure.
Because we could have shot it with 2-3 people, but
yeah.
with the budget, it's like, oh, we can get some better equipment, lighting, audio,
more hands on deck,
more hands on, to make it more legit. But
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of grants out there that people don't really look at, Everybody's just trying to do their own thing like we did. We didn't know about it. We just decided to book our tickets and just do it.
I think it's
figure it out.
Like what we've said previously about like community.
Yeah.
It's like people are there willing to help other people elevate versus like, oh, everybody for themselves. Like there's
Yeah.
actually like a community willing to help.
Right.
So like let projects get off the ground. Like it's not just you, like, you know, like you can ask for help or you can help other people in many different ways.
Yeah.
So I think
I feel like with what's going on right now too, you know, the whole anti-Asian thing, you know, there's a lot of calls for documentaries about that stuff. So ours is kind of semi-related, sort of. I don't want to go too much into it.
I don't
but
think it's like necessarily like related. Like just,
it's not completely
just
related.
because like there's Asian people involved.
But it is a kind of like a okay. It's not like
Slightly.
It's slightly because it's you. We're trying to open
The door.
letting people understand the culture.
Yeah, for sure.
And by that, that's our way of how to, you know, go away from the anti-Asian stuff.
Yeah.
It's by letting people understand about our culture, right? And specifically in this video is going to be about your culture.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just shooting it. You know what I mean? I'm a very diverse person. I love everybody. So I'm just trying to put my vision out there and put the story on film.
Definitely.
So.
It's definitely like I've thought about it like just to myself a lot, like growing up in the culture. And it's like it hits exactly like for me because like my family's like not from here and just like growing up in a different culture, like, and then having my culture back home, and I kind of like, oh, like I never fully understood it or not necessarily accepted it.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh, like, you know, that's dumb. Like I live in America, like,
Right.
but now like as I'm older and you realize like, you know, like, oh, I have a daughter. She's still 3, but still like she has no idea like what other side of her like family is, you know, her culture. Like, yeah, like she has her American side, like, oh, her dad is American, but she has no idea, like, and then like, you know, you see little things where like, oh, like she'll go to my mom's house, like, oh, like, even if it's just things like eating like rice and whatever, it's like, oh, like, that's the only place she eats rice.
Really?
Like, oh, like, well, okay, that's not true. But like, she eats rice other places, but like, in
Like
a
Asian.
sense, yeah, like,
Right.
she's like, oh yeah, she eats like, sorry, white people rice. And like, it's a difference. But like, just that side of the culture for her, like, I don't want her to grow up not knowing. Or like, oh yeah, she knows she's half Filipino, but like, what does that mean? Like,
Yeah.
Versus just like, oh yeah, like my
Like-
dad's from the Philippines, that's it.
Right. It's like you
And-
want her to understand both cultures.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
that and just Jollibee. Like, oh, that's all she knows.
The Jollibee.
But yeah, so like that, touching on the culture, educating, like I think it's a huge thing.
I think that's also what we've been about too from the get-go. We wanted to get a lot of creatives involved that are also Asian, right? Not to exclude every other, right? Because we haven't done that. We've had Dom come on, we've had Armando come on, but we want to highlight more Asian creatives because like, how many Asian photographer, videographers do we know?
Yeah, exactly.
Vin, I know Vin is a videographer.
Probably I can name them just like on one.
Photographer Kathy, I know Kathy from Instagram.
Yeah.
That's it. I can't. I mean, I'm pretty sure there are more, but I can't think of anyone else just off the top of my head. And
Yeah.
like, where are we? Like,
Exactly.
you know, is it a Houston thing? You know, is everybody in LA? Like, what's going on?
Because I don't want to like dive too deep into it, but like in Hollywood when like Crazy Rich Asians came out,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, this is like monumental because it's like everybody, like the stars are Asian, like because you know like
And then you have the main star that's half Asian.
yeah, so
It's like, oh, you gotta bring a half of.
or like you know
something
because
else.
like in Hollywood how like you know like there's never really like a main
Like a true Asian
Yeah.
star.
like if you think about it like oh what is it oh Rush Hour like Jackie Chan like oh but even then there's
But
like
even then, Jackie Chan is not even like.
Yeah,
You
so,
know,
like-
it's a Asia thing, Hong Kong thing.
Yeah, so it's like, just like I'm forgetting the word I'm trying to look for.
Where's the representation?
There you go.
You know?
So like just bringing up like recognizing people in the craft, like not trying to exclude anybody, just like highlighting other sides of it.
Yeah, I mean, we highlight everybody, right? It's
Yeah.
just we want to focus more on the Asians because we are obviously Asian. You know,
Yeah.
not like I said earlier, we're not excluding anybody, but just want to highlight Asians more. And then also, I feel like the representation of Asians is just smart,
Yeah.
rich, powerful. It's you look at Crazy Rich Asians, you look at the House of Holes, you look at Bling Empire. What do these things all have in common? That
It's like they're
everybody's rich,
crazy rich.
insanely rich.
But then we got
The
regular
hoes
people.
over here in Houston, super rich. You know, all the people in Bling Empire. So it's like we're not. What else is there, right? We're not just that. There are more to Asians than just everybody's rich. I mean, I'm not rich. I wish I was, but
I'm not either. I wish I was, but
I don't know. Got some Yeezys on.
hey,
We'll zoom in cam
nah.
in a cam on his
See, look, they're all
Yeezys.
beat up. I can't buy anymore.
No,
dude.
because he has money, so he beats them up, so he can buy more. But yeah, I mean that's what it.
Don't spread that rumor, please.
No, we're gonna leave that on the show, but
Good nuts.
yeah, you know, Brian, like there's just so much more to Asians than the stereotypes of we're rich, we're smart, we're book smart, and all that. Like we're creatives too. There's so many talented actors, actresses, singers, photographers, videographers. There's so much more to us, and you know that's what we strive to do, right? We just want to share that with everybody and let people know like there's more to us. You know, learn about our culture, try our food, right? Food to me is so important. That's how and it brings everybody together. So that's what we're gonna try to get at. And maybe in the future episodes we'll bring somebody in. Maybe we'll bring Duke back in.
Yeah, Duke is great.
You know, Duke's a creative. Duke, photographer.
Super
How
talented.
can I forget about Duke? He was on our episode.
Yeah, super talented.
Super talented content creator, photographer, foodie. If you're in Houston, you might already follow him. He has like over 10,000 followers.
Low-key, he's been climbing up my list of like just like creators in general.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like when I first met him, I was like, oh, this dude just takes pictures of food. No offense, Duke, sorry. Like, so, oh, he just takes pictures of food, cool. But then, like, I realized, like, you know, like, his actual photography, like, just like of the city, it's like, man. Like,
Yeah, he takes a lot of dope.
He's a killer, man. Like, he's super talented. Like,
a lot of dope
a lot of respect
city
for Duke.
shots.
Yeah.
Like the one we took of you
Yeah.
for your birthday.
Got a little inspiration from him. Yeah, he's really good, man. Like, he's one of my favorite in the city, for sure. So hopefully he'll be back on soon, talk about some.
Yeah, we
projects.
do have a topic we're gonna talk to him about mental health. We touched on it a little bit this episode, but we're gonna go deep dive into that with Duke on another one. And who else? Julie's another creative. She's not a photographer or videographer, but she's a
content creator.
Content creator with her phone.
Yeah.
Right? She makes great TikTok content.
But that's what you said though. Like, it's not about the gear.
It's not about the gear.
It's what you have.
Yeah, it's about the content, right? It's
Yeah.
like you don't know what you're doing. It's not it's not gonna be good
Exactly.
anyway. But Julie also made the logo
Yes.
for our show.
Shout out to Julie.
Shout out to Julie, Julie Jules. We gotta get you on.
We gotta get them on little T-shirts.
What T-shirts?
The logo on T-shirts.
Oh, we're gonna make some.
Yeah,
we're gonna
I'll
make
make some.
merch for who gonna wear it? Me and you. That's it. No, but yeah, no. I think this wraps up for our first week back, first episode back in
Season
season
two.
2. I'm glad to finally be doing this again.
For
And
sure. A little new format.
new format. Hopefully, I look semi-decent in the video. If not, my screen's just gonna be blank. And when it cuts to me, it's just gonna have like my face,
a
picture of me, but
your
then
little
like
emoji or something.
yeah, just an emoji, and then we'll just have Brian on camera the whole
Oh
time.
god, that means I gotta like start dressing up for these things.
Are you not dressed up today?
No, I'm not.
I sort of dressed up today.
Yeah,
I
you-
wore these very comfortable.
You're trying to look cool. I just got sweatshorts on.
But you got Yeezys.
Shout
But
out to-
anyway, huh?
Any sponsors want to send me some clothes? Let me know.
Yeah, nobody's saying you.
Nobody.
I'll
Say
send
no.
you. I'll have merch. I'll give him merch. All right, so that's it, Brian. This is our episode coming back, season 2. We'll be back next week with season 2 of the Sweet and Sour Show. I'll see you guys later. Bye.